Hey, Glenn with the Cactus Atlas here, coming to you with a first. My very first time at Calico Ghost Town near Barstow, California. I have been wanting to do this for years. I love the Old West. I love old mining town, ghost town, that kind of stuff. So this is kind of a theme park and historic park combined. So let's just dive right on in. I can't wait. For me, this has been kind of a pilgrimage, a pinnacle moment here in my Cactus Atlas career. This is not anywhere near Phoenix, probably about 6 hours away from where I live, so it's really never convenient to hit this location when I go to other places. This is out off of Interstate 15 near Barstow. So this time I planned a trip so I'd be in the area, and it all worked out. Oh man, I love these Old West themed buildings. This is really, really cool right off the bat. I'm loving this. Calico House Restaurant. I love the theming, the Old West buildings with all this junk strewn about here. Nice. Looks like an old firehouse. So this is an 1888 model steam fire engine. Imagine this sucker going full steam. I love seeing old equipment like that, especially steam era stuff. So this area has a couple attractions that I would have loved to have done, including a train ride, which seems to be closed right now, and a mine tour. I think it's a mock mine. I could be wrong, but I do see people roaming around back there. So let's go take a look and see if something might be open on the off chance. You know, this pandemic and everything being closed is starting to get really old. Well, it was pretty old a few months ago, but it's getting more old. But I understand why, so I want to be clear about that. I don't think things should be open, is my point. It's only $8 to get in, so, you know, I'm okay if not everything's open. It's just really cool to be here and see it with my own eyes. Ooh, it's the old gassy tunnel. Keep out of there. Yeah, just hidden away in every little nook and cranny in here. You got these really cool, authentic displays. Now, I don't know what I would do with that. I'm pretty tall, I'm 6'2". That door looks like it might be 3.5 foot high. It's the zombie miner with his nose half fallen off. I want to say, does this thing have a tie with Knott's Berry Farm, like old school? I know there's some statues that may have been moved here. I need to kind of catch up on my theme park history. There is a connection between Calico and Knott's Berry Farm and Walter Knott, by the way. I think he helped restore and fund the restoration of this town. Probably back in the 60s, I'm guessing. Well, here's the train. Unfortunately, it is shut down, but the theming back here looks really neat. I've always loved miniature train rides like this. This one seems to have amazing theming and goes through the desert, so this one's high up on my list to check out sometime. Ooh, I spy something green up there that I've wanted to see for a very long time. It's a glass bottle house. That's really pretty. The inside is closed right now, but you can see it's made of bottles. So I've been particularly interested in this because just a couple days ago I was in the ghost town of Rhyolite outside of Death Valley, and I saw another house made of bottles. So 2 bottle houses in 1 week. That's an achievement. So the story behind these things I've heard is that out in the desert you don't really have trees or lumber to be able to build a house. So plenty of bottles though, so why not build a bottle house? So I believe you can scale this hill. You see other folks making their way up some stairs. And way up there at the top is an overlook. It looks like that overlooks the whole town. So that might give us a really good vantage point of things. Let's get up there. Oh, there's stuff in here. There's a really nice view of the train track and all of the theming around here. Pretty cool. I think you're allowed to walk back here. Saw other people and there's like a trail, so why not? I imagine the warning sign to stay out is true because there's a big pile of tailings back there, so I'm guessing there's a real mine back here somewhere. Peek inside here. Just a small walled off enclosure. I made it to the top. The lookout here above Calico. Fantastic view up here. You know, it's lunch time. I've been on the road all day long. I'm gonna drop into this little cafe here, see if they got something good to eat in there. All right, so post lunch update. Didn't feel like filming and eating, so I got a hot dog, French fries, and a grape soda. It was okay. You know, nothing bad, I guess. Not anything remarkable either, but definitely did its job and filled up my belly. Actually, I think I remember that schoolhouse was actually a historical building. I'm pretty sure it might be an original, so let's go take a closer peek. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty cool. Looks old. Let's go see, there's some signs up by the door. Let's go read about this. Here's an original picture. Calico School in 1885. The Calico School as it looked in 1885. This restoration, in quotations, what does that mean? On the original location was completed in 1955. So the fact that they put quotes around the word restoration, what does that actually mean? Is it like restoration, wink wink? I'm guessing what they mean is they did minimal restoration on it and it's mostly intact original. That's the optimist in me. Now it's not open, but we could probably get a look in here if I'm careful. I mean, after all, spirits wouldn't occupy a quote-unquote restored building now, would they? You know, there's vantage points all over the town here. This one looks pretty good, actually. Let's go take a closer look. Yeah, you just got to explore. There's lots of cool little hidden areas here. So if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, you'd actually park in this parking lot down there, and you'd enter through this gully here, and there used to be some kind of cable car type thing, I believe, that would pull you up. According to another YouTuber that I watch. Maybe I got that wrong, I'm not sure, but it's something like that. So far, this is living up to all my expectations. I'm loving this. Just loving the vibe, really, today. I mean, because like I said, much is closed because of the pandemic. But still, this is awesome. Gonna kind of explore some of these shops down here, see what's open. It's the old blacksmith shop. Any ghosts in there? According to this, this is Fossils and Minerals, established 1885. I'm skeptical. Oh yeah, look at all these things in here. They weren't kidding about minerals and fossils. Wow. Ooh, look at all this amethyst. Oh, check out these fossils here. Hey! And Lane's General Merchandise is one of the stores that's open today. There's a couple up and down the strip. Not every single thing, but quite a bit. Oh, looky there. Daddy's got a sweet tooth. Let's go look inside for something sweet. So much candy. I assume when that's open, that's a good place to eat. I don't know. I don't think it's open right now though. What are these things? These are everywhere. There's some kind of quail or some kind of mutant pigeon. What are you guys? You're cute. Very plump. Juicy. So this here's an actual historic house, or a restored historic house. So there's some information about it. Let's check it out. Apparently this is the original site of somebody named Lucy Lane, her home. Looks like they restored the home in 1979, so I don't think this is the original condition, but probably a pretty faithful reproduction, I would assume. The reason why that's kind of cool is Lucy lived in this town from the 1800s into the 1900s, so she was an OG Calico resident, and she even had prospecting cred. So kind of cool to see a quasi-original building. Ooh, can I find the pilgrim's hat? Sounds like a contest. That's looking into the Lucy Lane house. Do you see Lucy? Do you see a pilgrim's hat? Ah, here we go. Here's a tribute to Walter Knott. I mentioned the connection to Walter Knott earlier, and there you have it. Paying him the respect he deserves. Just hanging out here on the streets trying to give you that Old West vibe. You feeling it? If you close your eyes and try real hard, you could bring yourself back to the lawless days of the Old West. Still not getting old, the old Calico riding up on that hill. So iconic. Every once in a while I get these moments where I'm out on the street virtually alone here. Nice windy, breezy day. Yeah, that is so cool. I don't quite have the place to myself, but yeah, this has been a fantastic time. And there are a couple activities that I notice are open, like Panning for Gold I think is open. The Mystery Shack, I think it's like a crooked house type experience. I'd really like to go in there, but it was actually pretty crowded. There are a lot of people crammed into the waiting area, so I'm a little sketched out about that. All right, I'm making my way back to the entrance so I can continue on down the road. Calico, it's been a nice first meeting. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and find us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Man, I love that backdrop. Look at these birds in the buggy. Birds in the buggy. Birds in the buggy. Boom.